As you all probably know, there have been a lot of theories and speculation as to what the sequel for Breath of the Wild may offer, but sometimes false information can spread to the point where people assume it's legitimate without putting much thought into it. Because when a certain amount of people believe something, it creates a false sense of authenticity to the claims. This can be very dangerous for those who have news channels, but it also creates a problem for theorists, as basing a whole theory around false information isn't very reassuring. The point is, in a day and age where news is spread so quickly, it comes with a lot of risks. I will ask that people watch the full video before coming to conclusions, as there's multiple perspectives to the story. So, yesterday morning, I was approached by an individual who claimed that they had new information to share for the Breath of the Wild 2 trailer, and they shared this screen cap with me. I am going to keep their real username hidden for privacy reasons. Some quick context for this tweet. Eric Smith was an employee at Nintendo, who after 10 years of working with them decided to leave the company. He was a localization writer, and helped with games such as Paper Mario Color Splash, the Splatoon series, and Breath of the Wild. You may have heard of those games. Now, according to this tweet, Eric was willing to answer some questions people may have had regarding his work there. That's when this individual brought up his involvement in Paper Mario Color Splash, followed up by asking him about the last text he worked on before leaving Nintendo. Eric then shared the following: "Come find us, or you can find the body. Come find us, or he'll feast by the morning. Come find us, or he'll set the darkness free. Come find us, or she is gone by morning. Come find us, or she is gone." A few days after, this video was uploaded by the same person who asked the question. Basically, the text shared by Eric somewhat matched with the trailer's music for Breath of the Wild 2. Mostly the "Come Find Us" segment. It was early in the morning when I was told all of this, so I decided to look into it later. While it looked somewhat legit, I wanted to see the tweet myself before making any videos on it. Well, I kind of forgot about it until a friend of mine uploaded a short video discussing it on his channel. His username is Croton, and those who regularly follow my streams probably know about him. I was in the middle of editing a different video to go up today, but finally decided to look into the legitimacy of this claim, especially since it was starting to get video coverage. And the responses to the Reddit and YouTube video mostly consisted of people believing this person. The first thing was to try and find this tweet on Eric's account. Go figure, it was apparently deleted by him, according to the person that asked the question. This alone did raise some red flags, but the problem is that if I were to contact Eric and he had denied the post's existence, technically it could be Nintendo trying to cover their tracks if this leak was true. But I decided to ignore that for now since I had my own suspicions of what happened. According to this image, Eric's tweet was posted on July 28. I then checked all of the posts on his account matching that day. The important one is the tweet at the very bottom of this thread. Notice the number of likes and retweets on this. Now here's the screenshotted post. As you can see, the numbers are almost the exact same. But here's the big one. The time shown on Eric's tweet is 2:23 p.m. and the one in the image shared with me was sent at 2:23 p.m. Okay, just a quick little interference here. I did say 2:23 p.m., however, it actually was 3:23 p.m. The reason that one tweet there says 2:23 is because I took the picture off of the Twitter on my laptop, and for some reason my laptop is 1 hour behind the time zone. I have no idea why. Here's the picture on the phone, just to confirm, just to make sure everything's legit, and I'm not making this up. Yeah, both of them say 3:23. This couldn't have been a coincidence. I knew that something was up here, but there were two reasons I didn't want to assume this was fake. One, that friend Croton who uploaded the video told me that he saw the Twitter thread before it was deleted. And two, I wanted to see what Eric himself had to say. Before that, I wanted to DM the one who had gotten that response from the former Nintendo employee. In his video, he had made a post explaining that he did have some recorded footage as proof to his claims. I requested to see this video and he happily shared it with me. I couldn't find anything wrong with it, though I did ask him to share the properties of the file so I could see when it was recorded. I did this so I could reference it with his screenshotted posts in case any contradictions were to arise. The date of this video read August 25th at 6:42 p.m. The problem was that this video was apparently re-downloaded onto his phone. Basically, he sent the video to a friend as proof that Eric replied to his question, then deleted it only to later download it. which is a fair story. People delete videos all the time to save on storage. It's around this time that I decided to DM Eric and get his thoughts on the post. As expected, he denied ever tweeting that, and when I asked him about his other tweet where he would willingly answer anyone's questions, he denied posting that as well. He went as far as to say that he's still under his non-disclosure agreement, which makes sense, as having that end only a month after you leave a company would be odd. A couple other things related to the screenshot that were strange. Both Eric's first post and the user's reply were sent on the 28th of July, yet the response was made almost a month after the question. It is true that people sometimes will reply weeks or even months later, but this question was asked on the same day as Eric's alleged tweet. It hadn't even been 24 hours, so the post would still be fairly new. What I'm trying to say is that there would be no reason to let people ask you questions, then just not respond. And why delete an entire thread just for a single post? He could have simply removed his response to this user without taking the whole thing down. I decided to take another look at the video proof in case I missed anything, and that's when I had an idea. While you can't see the previous post, the numbers of comments, likes, and retweets are visible. So I went back to the post I suspected was altered. Reminder that this one has the same likes and retweets and was sent at the same time. And I looked at the previous tweet in the thread. 5 comments, 1 retweet, and 147 likes. The exact same amount as the one in the video. At this point, it was rather obvious what was going on. The thread in the screen cap was an altered version. Eric's post was taken and edited to look differently, whether it be in Photoshop or an HTML edit. This is also when I found out that when Croton saw this thread, he didn't see it with his own eyes on Twitter. He was talking with the person who posted it and was given the exact same video. This was enough to convince him that it was a fake post. I never did get back to the one who shared the screenshots with me, so they were unaware of what I found in their video. Later on, I did get another message from them, and what they had to say about it was interesting. Basically, one of his friends modified Eric's tweet to make it look like the first post. Believing this post was legitimate, the user asked his question. He left to plug in his phone, while during this time someone replied to his tweet and the friend modified it to look like a response from Eric. This is when he had taken the video and shared it to Facebook. When he went to show his girlfriend that Eric responded to him, the friend deleted his reply to the modified tweet and refreshed the page to restore it to normal. A lot of it matched up with information he already told me, and in his long explanation he mentioned that the laptop wasn't his, which lined up with a previous post made. And something I didn't think about at the time was how Twitter's character limit would probably make a post of this length impossible. As of now, the user decided to delete his video and all other posts made on Reddit and Facebook, which was honestly the best course of action. So why make this video since everything was resolved? Well, because there were a lot of people who believed this. And even though the user has deleted his posts, that information is out there and will probably continue to be spread. And the proof is already there since, as I said before, a video was made based on this information. I did talk to Croton after, and it's obvious he wasn't trying to spread misinformation. He does feel bad about the whole thing, though it is a mistake that could happen to anyone. This whole video has been made so I can make this one statement. Make sure to fact check your sources, especially if you are a theory or news channel. At the same time though, people do make mistakes. Just be careful about what you read online, especially if it's Breath of the Wild 2 related. Special thanks to all my patrons, as your support is appreciated. Links are down below in the description. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a video to finish for this Friday. It was going to go up today, but then this happened and I felt it was important to address it. Have a good day, guys.